Hi, I am so excited to talk with you about our integration ritual kits. These are so special because you are able to sort of pick and choose from your own microdose blend and sort of choose your own adventure. So, right now, today, I am sharing with you our healer integration kit. Every kit is comprised similarly, where you have your choice of your microdose 30-day blends. You get 3 flower essences that support the energy of the microdose blend that you chose. Every kit includes our Flor da Luna tea, which I call it's really like an herbal vitamin. It's a vitamin tea. It's deeply nutritive, has lots of minerals that help to support us on an energetic level. It helps to keep our lymphatic system moving, so helping to gently detox all the things that aren't serving our body out. It also comes with a journal. The journal is blank, no lines, no nothing. I really enjoy these types because you're able to, this is just a blank canvas. Like, you could draw in here, you can make little collages, you can start your gratitude list in here, you can have writings in here. It's really meant to document this 30-day journey that you are embarking on. And you also received a QR code to download our ebook. It's called The Journeyer's Roadmap. It's a resource guide. It's the first book of its kind that I've written, where it is packed with resources, some scientifically proven protocols, different sources to see what medicines might be contraindicated, deeper readings on what microdosing is actually doing in our bodies, how the medicine is being metabolized, how it's moving through us. There's also gratitude lists in there. There are dozens of journal questions that you can sort of scan through and see what is standing out to you in this moment. It's something that you can constantly revisit and look at with fresh eyes. What I've found, the same kit is given for every microdose journey because it really can be led and guided intuitively. The idea is you pull it up, you sort of like bibliomancy. You take a book and you sort of open it and see where it wants to take you that day. That's my favorite thing about the journal questions. There's also playlists in there. It's packed with everything you need to support you on your 30-day journey. So we're going to talk about the healer really quickly since we're here doing this thing. So the healer, our microdoses are made differently than maybe other ones, or if you were around for our previous brand, Bread and Butter, they were made a little bit differently. So these are now a blend that comes with 15 mushroom microdose capsules, as well as 25 non-dose capsules, sort of a supplement aspect. So throughout these 30 days, you have in this bag the 15 capsules that are gently microdosed with a 1/4 gram. And in this particular case, the healer is blended with turmeric, chaga mushroom, Ceylon cinnamon, black peppercorn. It is the anti-inflammatory support system. It helps with processing inner rage, repressed anger, repressed emotion. Sometimes that energy doesn't know where to go. So these herbs help us to create pathways to energetically allow that to leave our body. And then you'll see at the bottom here, there are other capsules. So these are the 25 non-dose capsules. So the idea is when you're microdosing 1 capsule every 2 to 3 days. On the days that you are not microdosing, you will be taking this non-dose supplement. So for example, you're microdosing every Monday, Thursday, Sunday. On Tuesday, Wednesday, you're taking one of these. On Thursday, Friday, Saturday, taking one of these, and so on and so forth. In your Journeyer's guidebook, there are calendars. So you're able to put like a little star for this is a dose day, as opposed to this is just a supplement day. And the reason that I created them together is every herbal support that comes along with the mushrooms are really helping us, again, to guide the medicine to where we need it to go, to guide us in these particular support systems. So the days that you are not microdosing, you are still having the herbal support of, in this case, allowing us to gently release rage and repressed emotion, anger, etc. from the body. when you are taking your microdose, it's suggested to take it in a moment of mindfulness. I like to take my supplements, my microdoses in the mornings along with my supplements. I take a few of them. I have them in different times of the day. Let's say I'm taking my morning vitamins with a cup of Flor da Luna because, again, it is the herbal vitamin. It's deeply nutritive, mineral rich. So I will steep a cup of Flor da Luna. I will add my supportive flower essences, 2 to 3 drops into my water. I'll take my microdose, take a moment to connect with the medicine, remembering why I felt called to this particular blend, to this particular kit, allowing it to be introduced to my needs and my vibration as I'm introducing, itself to me back and forth. You know what I mean? So taking a moment, and then you are taking your microdose supplement, drinking your tea that is infused with your flower essences, taking a few deep breaths, and allowing the medicine to work its way through you. At Yabisi, we are all about gentle medicine. I love microdosing because it helps us to be present. We are presently integrating what we are working through. Sometimes when we go and have larger medicine experiences, it's hard to integrate all the feelings, emotions, and things that we became more clear on during our journey time. Sometimes that can push you a little bit further into disassociation or make you feel so overwhelmed that you don't even know where to begin, so you do not begin making any even gradual changes. What I've found over the last decade has been, when we're using gentle medicine, we are introducing our body to the specific vibration, allowing us to sort of titrate, like take little peaks. It starts with awareness, and it's awareness with the self. This is very much a tending to the self type of medicine. Of course, we are constant reflectors and mirrors of one another, so it will change the way that we interact with our partners, our families, our children, our friends, our co-workers, the outside world in general. But that's a beautiful thing because, again, it's starting from within. So, for example, with the healer, I created this blend in a moment in time when I was not looking at or facing a feeling of rage, a rage that I've been holding in my body for a long time. And things were happening around me where I realized it was time for me to confront it. It felt very massive. It felt a little bit, very much, not even a little bit, it felt very much intimidating because when we don't look at something for a while, when we sort of store it away, push it away, lock it away, it can be intimidating. It's a little bit scary to open that up and to look at it. So this was created to help me face those fears and those thought patterns that were coming up and those experiences with more courage, allowing myself to release anger that was held in my body. Honestly, I've dropped 2 pant sizes in this last year since working with this medicine regularly. A lot of the weight that we carry can be energetic weight. In my case, that was very much the case. It was a lot of energetic weight that I was carrying from things I just didn't know how to release. So this particular medicine, the healer, is helping us to move these pathways of rage, anger, repressed emotion in this way that is very gentle, very supportive, very nutritive, very this integrative experience. It's happening, you're aware, you're able to take a moment, a pause, and shift your perspective where maybe in my case I would have just brushed something off or made it very much about a going back into a narrative in my mind. I was able to be like, oh, hold on a second, I don't have to engage with this at all. Or if I choose to, I can take a breath. I don't have to be reactive. It makes us aware of the things that we do that are ready to be released. And of course, nothing is overnight, and this medicine don't work unless we do. So when we are faced with those triggers, when we are faced with those moments of what do I do, this gives us that space to take a step back, take a breath, and allow ourselves to make a choice, cross the threshold, keep practicing, whatever it is. The flower essences are vibrational medicine. This is curated to support you from the physical, the emotional, the spiritual, all of the spaces. But flower essences are super special because you are essentially introducing the plant or the flower's vibrational aura into your own to help you learn to harmonize and pick up on and build specific energies. So with the healer, the 3 blends that we included are Ogatillo, which teaches us about making medicine out of our pain. It is the medicine of the wounded healer. So looking at the things that are triggering and realizing that a lot of the medicine that we're looking for lies in that situation. Then we have redwood. When we are moving through feelings of repressed anger and grief, it's easy for us to be up here, a little bit hot-headed, very reactionary. Redwood, when you think of the trees, they are massive, they are huge, they feel like Earth's elders. So it calls in that aura vibrational medicine where we might be reactive, might move a little bit quickly. It helps us to remember, I can take a pause, I can tap into what the feeling is here as opposed to here. So allowing us a greater capacity for that experience. And then we have Zadleya. Zadleya is a really interesting cactus flower that grows on the sides of cliffs, quite literally. I sourced this in Big Sur on the side of a cliff, and it teaches us perseverance. It teaches us to grow through the literal cracks. It teaches us resilience. It teaches us that we can thrive no matter where we are. So again, when we are working with this particular medicine of repressed rage and anger, sometimes we feel as if we're not supported. There are lots of stories or feelings around our stability. So this helps us to reinforce ourselves and remember that you're safe. Your body is your temple. As long as you have breath, you have options, and that you can truly thrive and be resilient in any situation. I hope that this was helpful. I hope that this mini workshop is supportive for you on your journey. This is really exciting. This is sort of what you can expect when you would come into our botanica. We'll help folks create medicine kits to help them on their journey. So these are curated versions of the stories and the situations and experiences that we've come into contact with our clients over the last decade. So I hope that this curated kit serves you. I hope that the writings serve you, and be well. Thank you so much.